So today on the LS430, we're going to be cleaning up the GROM install. All this loose wiring we're going to zip tie and tape and kind of get out of the way, and then put this panel back in. And then I'm also going to show you how to remove both glove boxes to access anything behind here in case you need to replace stuff. So up top, the vent here is just pretty much pop in. There's a bunch of tabs. So get your favorite trim removal tool and just pop it straight out of there carefully. Don't want to break it, obviously. You'll notice this vent has like a duct on it almost to help direct the air, or direct half of the air through this vent, and then the remaining air comes through here, which goes to the door, which helps defrost the door. So in case you're wondering how behind the scenes it works here, and I believe that's your passenger temp element in there that probably detects the temperature of the air coming out of the right side. So when you adjust it on this button, the passenger temp button, it could accurately know what the temperature is here. So I'm going to continue with these three bolts up here. They're 10mm or Phillips head, whichever you prefer. 3 up here, and then we've got a couple right here underneath, and then the latch is secured to the latch. Ooh, this latch is another issue. I'll explain in a bit. And there's one over there on the left. So this latch, mine actually broke, and it's not easy to replace. It's actually welded to another piece, so you can't just like swap it out. But once I get this all out of here, I will show you how that goes. And then the actual purpose, the primary purpose of me removing this stuff is I'm installing an 03 AC computer. This one has part number 88650 50403, and typically over the years Lexus has revisions and new part numbers and possibly improvements to certain computers, ECUs, etc. One case specifically is one of my other videos. I did the ISF 2014 power steering ECU. So again, over the years they make improvements to the steering feel and other elements of the steering system. So by installing that 2014 ECU, you can get some of the benefits of the steering that comes in the 2014 ISF in your older year, your 2013, 12, 11, 10. So I don't know if this is going to improve anything or change how the AC system reacts or calculates temperatures or whatever. There's really no documentation on this at all, but on my LS460, another example, the AC controller computer, same thing as this. For my year, it actually had, I believe, 5 or 6 different part numbers. So over the years, they've changed the part 6 times, and again, whether it's just a newer part, I mean, something had to change with it for them to make an updated version. So for 01 to 03 LS430 in this case, there were 3. There was one for the early years, I believe, the build date 2000, so this is a late 2000 build date. And then 02 had another one, and then 03, this is the final one. So I'm going to actually plug it in before I try to disassemble everything and get it out of the dash, just to see, who knows, maybe it responds quicker, maybe it boots up quicker, but like I said, I don't know. But it was cheap enough, and like I explained previously, any kind of little benefits you can get, I'm all about it. So I will get these bolts out and the glove boxes out, and then we'll see kind of where we're at after that. Alright, so as you can see, when removing the bolts, the entire upper and lower glove boxes just fall down. This whole assembly comes out. It's all bolted in. So like I was saying before, here's the AC computer on this vehicle right here. It's the black and blue. If you did not have navigation, this is going to be red. I don't know what the difference is or why one or the other one won't work. But for the navigation, it's blue. So back to the glove box issue. Oh, not welded, it's actually riveted. Okay, so my latch somehow broke where this is spot welded to the bracket. Except the problem is this attachment point and then this bracket here is riveted to the plastic duct. So you either need to get the whole duct out of here, which is attached to your latch, or what I did, I just simply broke the rivet on the donor part, and then the bracket comes out. And then if you want to get rid of the hole, you just fill the hole with, you know, whatever tape or gasket material. If you're so inclined, you can do that. So again, I don't know how it broke, but it must have just been slammed too many times and then it popped off. So yeah, this one bolt here and then a screw on top, and break the rivet and you're good to go. Also back here is the cabin air filter, something that a lot of people just don't replace or don't ever look at. So it's a Toyota Denso unit. Shows you which way is up, very easy, and just slide it out. And then here's your air cleaner. I replaced this 5 years ago and it's already starting to collect some debris. So it's actually really dusty too. Wow. You can see the dust lines in here. Very dusty area. So yeah, I might end up ordering another one of these. I mean, I'm definitely going to knock this one, the debris out of here. And there's a nice debris pile. 10,000 miles, that's what that gets you. A lot of dust. We'll do what we can here. Do compressed air too, I guess, but I mean, this is about as good as it's gonna get. But yeah, like I said, I mean, you see a lot of dust and pollen in here. A ton, actually. California, very dusty, desert, dry. So I guess I'm gonna order another one of these. It's crazy. We'll check the rear one too, because the Ultra version obviously has the same or similar filter in the back for the rear air purifier. So I will put this on the list to order. And usually people have these in like the life of the car, 100,000 miles. So here's our AC computer. Like I mentioned, the hardest part's going to be getting this thing out of here, because I don't know, it has 3 mounting points. I don't even know where or how to get in there. It's going to be tight fitment. And here's our new one. I can't read the part number on the old one until we get it out of there. So we'll just have to deal with it. And bear with me, I'm going to plug this in with 2 hands and I'll be back. Okay, here you can see the computer mounted. There's 2, I think 6mm screws, Phillips head screws on top. And you can get a Phillips head screwdriver to the back one, which is pretty tough to get in there, but it'll fit, and then you can get that back one loose up here, and it comes out. You'll have to remove these computers to the right. There's one nut up here, 10mm, and then one on the bottom, and then you'll just have to kind of swing this out of the way down to get to the top screws and then put it back up to get the lower screw, or vice versa. And you'll see this is part number ending in 50400. So there was 400, 401, 402, and then in 2003 we have 403. So I'll finish getting this swapped out and the new one in, but you will have to remove a few things to get access to those top holes. But no big deal, because like I said, this stuff just swings out of the way. I'm going to have to unplug some stuff from these computers, but other than that, relatively easy. So I always like to have the most up-to-date stuff in the vehicles. Like I said, the AC controller and the 460, mine actually failed entirely. It started off when you turn on the car, you'd have to wait for the displays to pop up, and you probably 30 seconds, sometimes 45 seconds before they actually became active, and then it just died entirely. So the display, which is down here on the 460, the display itself was just totally blank, and there was no AC power, there was no fan, there was nothing. So I ordered the new one, plugged it in, everything worked again. So the 430s, like I said, I haven't heard any issues with those failing. No problems with these being weird, or even servos on these older ones. No issues at all with the servos like the newer models. And the cool feature of the 430 is that the vents move here. They fade left to right, kind of disperse the airflow, which is super cool. Neat little feature of the 430, and that can be disabled right here. If you don't like it, you just shut it off. Obviously, so if you don't buy the correct AC computer, I don't know if this section is gone. So the rear AC air purifier is obviously not part of the lower trim models. It's only on the Ultra. I think if you put in the wrong AC module, this will just be gone, potentially. That's how it is on the 460. You just won't have that option because it's not part of it. I don't know. I don't have another one to test, so I wouldn't know if that's actually controlled by the AC computer or something else. So everything's working well. That's about it. That's a very quick tutorial kind of explanation how to get this out of here. If you want to change your air filter, cabin air filter, if you want to put in a new AC computer, and if you want to hook up your GROM and where to run the wires, just get them all down there in that lower glove box. I may actually see if there's room under the glove box in between the black panel on the bottom, or see if it can be mounted kind of to the right of the blower motor. You can see some space down there, just for a little bit cleaner install, but I'll work on that next.